Hey everybody, happy Friday. Okay, here we go. So this week has been interesting to say the least. Um, I see a place called Alliance Mental Health, run by Mr. Jim Moses. And it's kind of interesting because, as you all know, I pled out to a simple battery for doing this in a child's hair, which was not of a malice, mean nature. And I think the way that I'm learning to let go of this is by speaking about it and sharing it, experience strength and hope. Because, it could honestly have happened to anybody in a sense where someone puts a seed in somebody's head that it is of a wrong nature all of a sudden and they're doing something wrong, so they flip the script. Well, whatever. Basically, the bottom line is I took a lie detector test, which first one ever, which is pretty interesting. But as I'm sitting in this lie detector test, it is a lie detector test to ask me um, if I think of anything that I've done was in a sexual manner or a malice manner or whatever you want to call it. And it was not. But they asked me why I was uncomfortable and am I an overthinker? And I'm sitting there and I'm going, yeah, I am. I always have been. But that doesn't make me a liar. Um, you're giving me a test for something I didn't do. And then you're telling me that once I pass this test, I got to take it again in 3 to 6 months, or even if it's inconclusive or denied, I can take it again in 3 to 6 months, which everybody, so you know, it does cost $230 out of my pocket. And if I don't pass the test, quote unquote, I have to continue to pay $45 for a visit to see a very nice man who evidently knows that I didn't do this. And I honestly think Jim Moses knows that too. But I don't understand the rationality or the reasoning behind it. Because in my mind, it's as if they're trying to accumulate more money and stay in business. Now, that's fine and well, but don't lie to me and tell me you're giving me a lie detector test to ask me questions, not only pertaining to the criminal case, but then about my children. And none of that occurred. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what? Let me call up these people who did the test. Number one, I have neuropathy. I've had a stroke. Que sera, sera. Could it have been that? And she's like, well, no. Why did you plead guilty? I'm like, I didn't plead guilty to those charges because it never happened. I have the videos, so you all know, the videos and the depositions, which clearly show coaching, manipulation, coaching not only by Pinellas County sheriffs, but by the people in the house. Um, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I kind of put myself in their shoes. If I was at a pool getting high, screwing around, messing up, being a kid like I have been, and here's this woman who I've known forever. She's very tired. She's not acting like she normally does when I see her because she's exhausted, menopausal, whatever. But the words that they use to describe me are nothing like these children speak. Not to mention a pain scale for a child is kind of crazy. Why would they know about a pain scale? Why would Micah say that I molested Lathan at a birthday party to Janine and Shahir and all these kids? Now, I'm not using last names because I don't want to do that, but I want to put it out there. Basically, oh, and then I have the discovery, which has another child on there for an assault. This little boy is about 11 years old. He's under my discovery. The poor kid was at Leoman Park and basically was being beat up and had a knife. So if anybody out there knows who this child is, if your parents are watching or anything, they put it on my case. And the way they treated this child was completely uncalled for. Officers need some kind of training how to deal with children because going from being a DUI traffic cop to what you were trying to be that day, only 30 days in, you failed. And I hope you've learned your lesson and graduated. I hold no more resentments. I just honestly hope that out of all this, a lesson was learned. See, I'm supposed to be forgetting this and getting over this. I haven't seen my child. The court system sucks. I tried to let go of my lawyer. He says, well, take care of it for 30 days. I'm told not to post anything online because I'm just supposed to hold it all inside, talk to my therapist, do this. Well, bullshit. Okay? Because what occurred and what was done was unprofessional. It was not followed properly. They made mistakes. They drugged me out of my house. And then I have a bunch of kids who were coached by Rachel lying. And you could see it. If I played this video for anybody, you could clearly see it. And I have. I have showed people who don't even know me are like, what is going on? But yet again, my life has been turmoiled, has been turned upside down. Not to mention these same children, Janine and a few others, we're doing videos in the bathroom prior to this twice. Duval did not notify any of the parents, nor did they call the authorities. So when I made this statement, it's pretty sad that I had to go to jail for these kids to be watched, was basically a statement of watch your own damn kids. And I sit here and I think, Lathan, I got him into a rehab. I helped him. This kid was really fucked in the head. Um, and every time he would come in Duval, all you would hear was lock your girls up, lock your kids up. Lathan had a problem where he was going after younger girls, a lot younger. Rachel knew it, did nothing about it, laughed it off. Here's the story, folks. Because of their lies, my life has been in the turmoil. I have not seen my child. I'm being accused of some heinous crap. And the only way I think I can get over it is by talking about it. I talked to a therapist. She says, she even knows. Everybody I've spoken to knows, but authorities want otherwise. Um, Now I don't even know what's going to happen with these classes. They should be out there helping people who are of a real threat to society, real pedophiles, real molesters. And instead, they're coming after me, who can't work right now and can't do much. And as of you, Pat Rogers, kick rocks, man. You live your life in a bar. You're a bar bum. Putting a happy sign because I've had a stroke and I was in jail and died. What is your issue? I am so grateful that I left your ass when I did, because had not, I'd be sitting in bars just like you, looking for love, drinking a bottle, drinking. That's no life, man. You are a fleshy, uh, I'm pray for you because you raised my daughter, and fortunately I have a really strong feeling she has a lot of your defects. So, on that note, thanks everybody. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep speaking my truth, and I'm grateful because I'm going to say it again. I would not change a thing. I had a drink. I was exhausted, and they flipped the script. But here's the thing. The truth will come out. And I'm going to keep fighting for it. I shouldn't have to. I mean, I'm going to let God do what he has to do. Matter of fact, here comes Zachary now. You know, are you going to have the $45 to 175 while I'm waiting for SSDI because I have social anxiety and whatever. I'll get back with you. So everybody, keep your head up, man. No matter what you're going through, somebody else is going through worse. And the sad part is if kids these days can do this, stay guarded. We fell short somewhere along the line as parents. This generation of kids is going to be a shit show. It's going to be a shit show. To give them and that place and those people that much power to destroy somebody's life, I'd be ashamed. I'd be appalled. I wanted to be a sheriff. I wanted to work for Pinellas County Sheriff's. I was trying to get my license back. I wanted to make a change. Nah, I'm good. I don't see many changes. I see them destroying people's lives because they don't know how to do their job.